Hello. A couple of weeks ago I gathered some data on NGC 1893 and I got about 124, 125 light frames, but some were quite bad quality, so I thought I'd have a look and compare and see what level of quality makes any difference to the ultimate image. I've got here about 107 fairly decent frames. I've removed some of the obvious ones just to highlight the obvious ones. I've got PixInsight here which will let you have a look using Blink. We'll let you have a look at, here's some of the ones that I've just removed manually, and you'll be able to see from these the ones that have either star trails or it's got a bit cloudy. There's the slight halos around the stars where the clouds come in. So that's some of the very obvious ones that I've removed. Get rid of those. But the main ones are all, at first glance, look okay images. So what I'm going to do is run them through Deep Sky Stacker to see how these images score. Once it's had a quick look at them, check all, register check pictures. I'm not using darks or flats. I'm just going to do a straight look to see how they are. So I'll get back in a second once these are finished. Okay, we're back. The image is processed. We've got 3 hours 32 minutes, and that's 106 frames. This is saved as in the original directory. There's the file there. So what we'll do is open PixInsight and see what this image looks like. There it is at the top. Autosave. And I'm just going to do some basic work on this one. Process icons. So we'll start by a quick auto stretch to see, you can see it's offset slightly. I think there's a meridian flip going on, so it's got some artifacts around the outside, so we'll just take it in slightly. So we've just got the basic image, and then we'll just do an automatic background extraction so we can do the same on both, so we compare the good images and the not so good images. So that's the picture. You can see I haven't put dark frames in. You can see all the rogue pixels floating around. So if we get rid of those, that's image number 1, which is 107 frames, good and bad. So we'll minimise that one for now. Put that up there. So if we go back to Deep Sky Stacker and look at the picture files, it's now scored each image ranging from 2200 all the way down to 146. Clearly these were images which have either missed or not recognised that there's some more in-depth errors with those images. So what I'm going to do is pick a middle figure of about 1500. So from that one there, highlight these images. There's quite possibly something not right. If I can do that way, I can go all the way to the top. If I right click, remove from list, that has now removed those. I now have 66 frames, so I've got rid of nearly half, just under half. So I've just kept the better images. So what I can now do is check all, register check pictures, do all the ones I've done before, and do OK. And I'll now process these ones and see how these look. So I'll get back to you once they're done. Okay, we're back, and that's now stacked 2 hours, and it's 66 frames, or 2 hours 12 minutes, 66 frames, and this one's now auto save 001. And this one comprises of the highest 50% of the frames. So we'll go back to PixInsight, and we've now got autosave 001, so we'll do the same with this one. Stretch it slightly so we can see what it looks like. Do a crop, so hopefully it'll be a similar shape to the other one. And then we'll just do a quick automatic background extraction as well, so that we can compare both images. So this is basically to have a look and see if it's worth keeping the lower quality images in. Do we get any benefit from that? So we can see from this one that the images aren't hugely different. Oops, get all back to the same size, there we go. So we can get rid of that one, get rid of that one. So this one, 001, is the one with 60 images, and this one here is the one with about 107. At first looking, there's not a huge amount of difference, but you can see some of the darker areas on these ones appear a bit more pronounced on this one. So I think one of the best ways to have a compare is to get to the same part of each image and maybe zoom in slightly to see what we can see. Again, you can see where all the rogue pixels have come out. Do the same with this one. See if we can get to the same spot. So from here you can compare the two areas. This one here is with the fewer number of higher quality images, and this one here is with the more but including the lower quality images. There doesn't appear to be a huge amount of difference. If we go and have a look at another part of the image, maybe you can see the tadpoles here. Let's go and have a look and see what it is like on this one. Again, there's probably actually more detail included in the one with the higher number, including the lower quality pictures. So I've always assumed that if you select the fewer high quality images, you'll ultimately get a better quality image. But let's say if we zoom in a little bit further on them to see what we get. Again, there's possibly a little bit more detail and a little bit more definition. I don't know, very difficult to tell. I think one of the main differences that I've noticed is the one with the more data, albeit including the lower quality data, the background appears darker and there's less noise. So I think sometimes it might be worth keeping more of the data, even if it is of a slightly lower quality, because you can see on this side here that's a lot paler, that's a lot darker, so it's bringing out more of the darker detail again with the with those bits there. So I think ultimately it's possibly worth keeping more of the data in. Maybe something to try for yourself, see what happens. But in this particular case, I'm going to keep the ones with that includes the lower quality data. Maybe take out some of the really bad ones, and see if that does any better. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.